looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River. And David
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Now, here's Bjelica. Bogdanovich finds Fox. Clock at 6. Back to Barnes from past the arc. No good on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. There's Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Shoots over Fox. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Now the pass to Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Morant scanning the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Both free throws good from Morant. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Jackson against Bjelica. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis moving that ball around. Offensive rebound. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Morant outside. He dishes it to Jackson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Jackson.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Morant against Barnes. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Fox kicks to Bagley. It's Bjelica. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Kings making a switch here. Heald's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Fox against Jones. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
Now here's Brooks. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Jones with it. Latrey. Barnes grabs the miss. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Bagley with the bucket.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now here's Brooks. And here's Jones. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. For Memphis, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Giles checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
A versatile swingman. Kyle Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo for his methodical style of play.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so he makes both from the line. One second left. It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
In the gym trying to work my
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3. Passes it to Giles. Back to Joseph. Hield way outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Gutteridge for the pass to Valanciunas. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Sacramento again missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Fires high post. The rebound by Giles.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the miss by John Morant from deep. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Finished off the break. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Holmes passes to Bazemore, takes the three. Second shot opportunity. In deep, Holmes drops it in. Holmes got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Gutteridge. And they double up Morant. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Giles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Now Fox. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Fox. Fox hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Jones. And there's the feed to Jackson. Rebound by the Kings.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Sacramento again missing. Jackson passes to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jones from outside. Good work defensively by Fox. Kings leading now by 4. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashad Holmes. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Clark outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bagley in the post. Guarded by Jackson. Nobody near Barnes. Tries to save it. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Barnes against Winslow. Brooks kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Clark slamming it down. It's all knotted up.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Sacramento again missing. Brooks feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Jackson. Up and in on the layup. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jets. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance by Nemanja Bjelica.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the three, the small forward.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
Pass to Winslow. Jackson kicks to Morant. Fox with the steal.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Morant passes to Winslow. Left side Jackson. Winslow against Barnes. Morant outside. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. And the Kings going the other way now. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Brooks with no one around. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 2-point game. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to Valanciunas.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
The Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Bjelica finds Fox. A three-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bogdanovich against Brooks. Valanciunas passes to Winslow. 6 to shoot. Here's Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. And Memphis turns it over again. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Brooks. Kings leading now by 3. Joseph dishes to Parker. Back to Joseph. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Bazemore passes to Holmes. Here's Parker. The putback. And Holmes throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Kings have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Bazemore finds Joseph. Holmes against Clark. Free throw line jump shot. And Jones pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the pass to Gutteridge. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Giles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Kings have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. He's off on the second. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Kings ahead as they end the third quarter with a And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Jabari Parker, and it's Holmes in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Melton. Here's Gutteridge. He kicks to Jones. From deep. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Bucket is good. Clark's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Memphis.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Stripped it away. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Just a lack of concentration. This is why they don't get him the ball there.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Clark.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Hield with the bucket.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Anderson passes to Clark. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holmes kicks to Parker. Outside, Fox. Back to Parker. Pass to Holmes to the right side.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Melton passes to Gutteridge. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Holmes. Fox looking it over. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gutterich. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Three-pointer Hield. They get it back. Holmes. And he gets the bucket. And the Kings lead by 3.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Here's Gutterich. Covered by Parker. Outside, Jones. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Melton passes to Gutterich, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Jabari Parker. And finished off by Bagley.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Morant against Fox. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Back to Fox. On the wing, Hield. Morant with the steal. Valanciunas finds Morant. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brooks the pass to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Bagley. It's in!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Morant. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And Bielitsa kicks to Hield. Oh, no good. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the Kings making a change here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Outside, Bogdanovich. To win the game. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the...
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Ball against Morant. Back to Winslow. Clock is at 3. Holiday brings the double team, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Ball against Morant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That added muscle helping Lonzo there, looking stronger and more confident on these takes.
Brooks the pass to Morant. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Morant. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both... This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Valanciunas out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Ball from long range. The shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Pass to Brooks. To the inside. Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Ingram finds Holiday. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Williamson's got 6 points.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Favors. Outside, Ball. Pass to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for him.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength, it's the body control.
Brooks kicks to Morant. To the paint, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Outside Holiday. Now the dish to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Morant looking around. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. And the rejection by Favors. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And Memphis also making a switch. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And that one's good. Ingram
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Left side Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
Redick for three. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Brooks outside. Morant with it. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Hart. The feed to Okafor. It could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the 3, the small forward. Pelicans leading by 8.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Hayes, he's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Melton feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Clark. The kick out to Anderson. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Clock at 6. Hart the pass to Hayes. No good that time. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Gutterich. Covered by Redick. Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Pelicans leading by 7. Hart kicks to Redick. Fires for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Pelicans shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Melly. Outside for Redick. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Williamson is checked in for Nicolo Melli. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson against Jones. The pass to Clark. Shot from 16. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Clark dishes to Jones. Anderson outside. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Brooks finds Morant. Off target with his three. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And slam dunk by Ingram.
That's how you attack, young fella. Love the aggressiveness from Ingram.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Passes to Morant. Now here's Winslow. Valanciunas inside. He's against Okafor. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Out left to the wing. Williamson looking it over. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Down low. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 6 points.
Has closer in, Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the 10.
Holiday gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
Strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
He gets that one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Morant outside.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, a tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that's a wrap.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Pelicans 5 right now. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 8. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And stolen by Williamson.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. Shot
clock at 5. Nice D from Brooks.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Morant passes to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Some changes for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Melton. No good from Valanciunas.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 of 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Melly is checked in for Favors. Redick comes in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. And foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how... Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Melly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Feeds to Hayes. Pass to Melly over Anderson. Sinks that one from the post. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To the left wing. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over Hayes. Anderson can't get it to go. And here's New Orleans now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Hart kicks to Jackson. Here's Melly. No good on the three. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17-point game. Anderson can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. They get it back, and Hart has it in the corner. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Redick with the three. It's Clark with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Melton. Anderson outside. Clark with it. Hayes on him. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Here's Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Redick. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Melly. He's covered by Anderson. Outside, Redick. From the arc. Redick can't get that one to fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Jackson against Holiday. Valanciunas inside. Out to Brooks. To the paint. Valanciunas passes to Morant. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Oh, no fear now as Morant able to assess the situation and beat the clock just in time.
Holiday against Brooks. Holiday looking over the floor. Inside. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Holiday. And the Pelicans lead by 17. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Morant. There's the pass to Jackson. This one for three. That shot no good.
Well, that's just a lucky break from the deep here. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here's Ingram. Gets an open look and hits.
He knows he has to keep taking and making this shot. Ingram wanting to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Brooks finds Jackson. Pass to Morant. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And it's Holiday at the elbow. Okafor up top. Winslow against Ingram. Out to Favors. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson to the inside. The feed to Morant. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside, Ball. He dishes it to Favors. Back to Ball. Holiday with the three. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Good D by Williamson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Ingram missing. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Jackson. Winslow finds Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Drew Holiday.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Morant with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Memphis with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. That one a little long. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
High post favors. Back to Williamson. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks left side. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Even. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The friendship torch in the... And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for San Antonio, they've got DeJounte Murray. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Pass to Forbes. Dishes it to DeRozan. Lock at 6. Tries from 10. Buries the jump shot.
You know, in these particular plays, guys, DeRozan really excellent at taking what he sees in these situations.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Lyles. And the rejection by Jackson. They push it up 4 on 3. Jacks up a 3. Memphis the rebound. Morant against Murray. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Here is Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Winslow with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Winslow.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Morant. Forbes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
So tough to guard. When Morant is rising and firing like that, basically impossible to stop.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Passes it to Valanciunas. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. Here's Lyles. Comes up empty down low. Memphis has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Morant with a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely clear.
Whoa, what a finish!
Good. Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's DeRozan. Lyles. And a missed layup. 3 on 3. Winslow finds Valanciunas. Good. Valanciunas has got 6.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
DeRozan against Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Out to Brooks. The 15-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Fords the pass to Lyles, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles, and it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. Brooks misses. Right side, White, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies up 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Pass to Valanciunas. Inside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. White dishes to Bellinelli. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to White. A 3-ball. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
In transition, here come the Spurs. He's got the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Walker's checked in for the Spurs. And Memphis also making a switch. Elton's checked in. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here's Walker. Here's Pirtle. He feeds it to Gay. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Jones from outside. Here's Clark. Pass to Melton. The kick out to Anderson. Clark, the pass to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And yes, it's good. Clark's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, ouch. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for White.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
A second chance effort, and Pirtle lays it up and in. Pirtle's got 6 in the quarter. There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Morant outside. Pirtle with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Walker's running. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Now just a 4-point Memphis lead. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Over to the wing. Now the pass to Clark. Fires the 3. Tips it up. And Pirtle pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside DeRozan. Walker in the post. He's covered by Clark. Walker's shot is off. Memphis leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Morant. Right wing. Jackson down low. Hurdles there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and finished off by Walker.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pirtle against Clark. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Pirtle.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Clark for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, it was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the... And that does it for our halftime show.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Jakob Pirtle in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
We've got DeRozan, Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Clark. Rebound San Antonio.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Over to the wing. Now here's Morant for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. DeRozan passes to Forbes. DeRozan against Clark. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Purdy. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Here's Anderson on target from 13 feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Passes it to Mills. Back to Gay. Over Anderson. Miles. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Kept alive. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Good on the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
It's White on the wing. No good there. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson passes to Gutteridge. And Jones has it in the corner. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. To the inside. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from White.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside, White. Pass to Wiles. And the layup's good off the glass. Wiles got 8.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Back to Jones. Anderson right side. Outside, Jones. Takes it from 10, and it's Memphis with another.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now, here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gay can't get it to go.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Mills passes to White. Stolen by Winslow. On the wing, Jones. White covering. Winslow kicks to Anderson. Shoots over Lyles. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Stolen by Winslow. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Now here's DeRozan. D right on him. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. To the right side. Now here's Morant for three.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Three from Gay. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. Three-pointer. They get it again. Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And the pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. Brooks knocks down the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Grizzlies?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Morant surveying the D. Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Melton. Morant passes to Brooks. 4 on the clock. Morant's got space. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Pirtle, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Memphis also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. It's stolen by Valanciunas and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Pirtle. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Jones. Anderson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Here's Anderson. He's off on that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Murray the pass to Forbes. And good that time.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp. And he's unselfish, too. You love seeing that combination.
Jones dishes to Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Jones, no one around him. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Passes it to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Down low, here's Clark. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a Great run to finish it off.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Jackson finds Clark. From downtown, the shot, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel early. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
Hey, good evening, Kevin. The Kings are trying.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the center position. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt, and it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. Fox against Morant, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Here's Sacramento now. Barnes outside. About a minute played so far here in the first. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, this time Harrison Barnes using some of his physical advantages to bully the defense or at least get them on their heels.
Now here's Morant. It's stolen by Bagley. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Jackson. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Jackson passes to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Bagley finds Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. It's Bielitsa. And the rejection by Jackson. Bogdanovich against Brooks. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Morant. 6 to shoot, and the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Morant against Joseph. Passes it to Valanciunas. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Joseph with the ball. Heel way outside. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Hield can't hit. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Buries the corner three. Brooks has got 6 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Stolen by Winslow. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Hield. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, some confidence shown by the young Buddy Hield right there from beyond the arc. You know, at some point, he may be in that elite company of shooters who feel comfortable from out there.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Takes a three. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The Kings trail by 8, and the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Hield. Doesn't go for him.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Back to Morant. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jones. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And he makes both free throws. Now here's Fox. Now Holmes. The pass to Giles. Here's Parker. But he gets it back. And that one goes long. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Melton passes to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson outside. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, more and more development on the offensive end, and now in a new system. Anderson capable in the mid-range, and I'd like to see him knock those down.
Now here's Parker. Here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Jones after the Kings pick up 2. From deep three-point range, rebounded by Holmes.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. To me, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
So good and so dangerous is De'Aaron Fox out in transition.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. I mean, he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Here's Gutteridge. And here is Clark. Jones, great positioning on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Clark. Melton feeling it out a bit. Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Here's Melton. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Melton, guarded by Holmes. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Down by 12. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. Long range from the inbound. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trail by 12. Here's Bogdanovich. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morant left side. And stolen by Bazemore. A solo fast break. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Here's Brooks. And another miss by Memphis.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Fields checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Now here's Bogdanovich. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
And they continue to control the glass.
Jackson down low. Bielitsa's there. The Kings trail by 8. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, this guy can spread the court. Bielitsa deadly from the three-point line.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Outside Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. It was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. Valanciunas. That shot off. Great D that time from Bagley. The Kings trail by 8. It's Bielitsa. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bielitsa's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Winslow dishes to Morant. And the 3 off target. And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. The putback. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Pass to Anderson. The high post shot. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup is good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
To the paint. It's picked off. It's tipped. Outside, Jones. On the wing, Brooks. Pocket 6. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Jones for 3. That shot no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes dishes to Fox. Here's Bagley. Up again, and it's Barnes on the follow.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Brooks kicks to Anderson. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. Brooks outside. Right at the free throw line. Here's Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. From deep. The shot comes out. The Kings trail by 10. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gutterich is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitz. Fields checked in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And it's Joseph in for Fox. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Hield. Pass to Anderson. 54 seconds left in the third. Here's Melton. Lays it up and banks it in. Melton's got his first points in this one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Parker. Joseph with the ball. No points in the game yet for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And the Kings also making a change. Holmes checked in. Morant against Joseph.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Hield can't hit.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now Morant. Pass to Melton. He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Fox passes to Giles. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Smart play by Winslow. Move the ball. Find the open man. Good team play.
Back to Fox. And the basket is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant outside. Kicks to Winslow. The pass to Gutterich. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Barnes outside. Hield outside. Launches a 3. The shot that time not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. It's Morant in the corner. Clark outside. Winslow finds Morant. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Memphis leading by 11. To the inside. Clark left side. Pass to Morant. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Gutterich the pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Count it. Good. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Morant kicks to Winslow. Clark left side. 3-pointer. Passes to Winslow. Now here's Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Grizzlies. The Kings trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa's checked in. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Got a piece of it. Morant against Fox. And they double up Morant. Here's Jackson with the tip. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Hield finds Fox. And here is Hield.
But with a young perimeter player like Hield is operating in the pick and roll with that kind of effectiveness, he can become dangerous.
Petteridge, the pass to Morant. 16 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Fox. His three-pointers off the mark. Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome everyone to the NBA. GA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots.
Here we go.
Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
This is when ball's most effective, breaking down the defense off penetration.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
A shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson finds Morant. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Outside Holiday. Right block shot. And that's off the glass and in.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brooks the pass to Morant. Now Valanciunas over Favors. No good from Valanciunas.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And so here's Memphis. The Pelicans make their last shot. The 3 from Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Jackson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Here's Holiday. It's tipped. Back to Jackson. To the wing on the left. And they double up Morant. Stolen by Holiday. All alone. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, you see the value Drew brings on the defensive end. Anticipates well, has the long reach and very quick hands.
Now here's Morant. Williamson with the block. Down low. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Morant surveying the D. Inside, here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got 6.
Love the execution. John Morant is big time at breaking down the defense in these sets.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Morant with it, now guarded by Ball. Out to Morant, just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Ball. And now the Pelicans on the break. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
What you like about Drew, these hard drives, a physical guard who sometimes invites contact.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Anderson. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And he makes good on the layup.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Redick against Jones. The shot by Redick, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Holiday looking over the floor. The three. Grizzlies with the rebound. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Clark. The 9-footer's on the mark. Clark's got 6.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Back to Redick. There's the 3. And that one is off. Drew Holiday has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trouble.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Hayes. And it's Melli in at the 4 spot. Clark kicks to Anderson. Jackson against Jones. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Out to the wing. Here's Melton. A 3-pointer off the mark. New Orleans leading by 6. Outside, Redick. To the paint. Here's Melli. Sweet move. And the layup is good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. To the middle. Here's Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Jackson dishes to Hayes. Outside Jackson. That's tipped. Outside Jones. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Hayes the pass to Hart, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Morant kicks to Clark. From the high post. And it's Morant missing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Anderson. Goes back up. And the rejection by Jackson. Up the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
He hits the second from the line. New Orleans leading by 5. A minute 42 left in the first half. The pass to Winslow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Valanciunas with the ball. He has 6. Jackson passes to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. He can't get it to go. Good D by Williamson. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Williamson. And another miss by Memphis. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. And so it's New Orleans with it. They lead by 7. Ingram outside. Six on the shot clock. He kicks it to Okafor from 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And Favors kicks to Ingram. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Ingram. Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You've got to box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Randy Johnson alongside. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and that does it for our half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
The hops of Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
Morant against Ball. Morant dishes to Brooks. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Ball against Morant. Valanciunas. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Reddick surveying the D. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Okafor, outside, ball. Reddick with the three. They grab their own miss. To the wing right side. Williamson outside. Morant with the steal. They push it up 4-on-3. Fires the three. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Knocked loose. Now here's ball. Reddick is in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 10-point Pelican lead.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And that one hits back iron. New Orleans leading by 10. Reddick passes to Okafor. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Morant. And that one's good. Williamson.
And once Zion refines his post moves, develops the right hand, I don't know how you're going to defend him.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Outside, Reddick. Now the feed to Okafor. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Out to the right wing. Feeds to Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
.104 left to play in the third. Holiday the pass to Favors.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Hayes, he's checked in for Nicolo Melli. Clark against Favors. Shoots from the high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Clark's got 12.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Down low. Holiday dishes to Favors. Over Clark. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Jones looking for an opening. Anderson outside. To the inside. Here's Clark. Back to Anderson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New Orleans. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday out there with Hart. Then it's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Favors in at the 5. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Watch out. When Favors gets loose around the rim, he can pound it.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And then for New Orleans, Zion Williamson comes in for Hayes. And Ball subbed in for Hart.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
For 3, Ingram. Ball, the pass to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
The floor awareness of Ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Down low. Pass to Gutterich. Morant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Bucket is good.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Ball kicks to Favors. Pass to Williamson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the first free throw is good. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
To the left wing. The pass to Ball. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Brooks outside. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Passes to Valanciunas. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Now here's Morant for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Watch out now. When Zion is moving like this, get out of his way.
Pass to Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Winslow. Ball against Morant. Over to the left wing. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Over Favors. And the shot is long.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. It's good on the putback.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose. The shot by Redick, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Out to Brooks. Plenty of space. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pelicans.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Derek Favors.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Yeah, how about that first step there by Jackson on his way to the cup, showing the vertical, and the defense really just doesn't have any answers.
From deep, Moore. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Jackson dishes to Favors. To the wing right side. Over to the wing. Here's Melly. They get it again. Outside for Jackson. Misses the deep three-point attempt. No good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
For the land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Here is Forbes. Clock at 6. To the middle. He's looking for Lyles and finds him. Back to Forbes. Shoots over Winslow. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Morant against Murray. Memphis moving it around. Yep, it counts.
I love seeing Brooks take these quick shots. I mean, he's skilled at realizing when he has room to get them off. Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Forbes can't get it to go. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here we go, one-on-one. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Brooks from outside. He can't get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Winslow kicks to Morant. Launches a 3 and stolen by Aldridge. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Morant. Fires from deep. Brooks the pass to Morant. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Pirtle against Clark. Here's Gay. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
The length that Gay has poses so many issues for defenders, especially when he's going up with the shot.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Mills following the score by Memphis. Now the pass to Bellinelli. Here's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Gay. San Antonio leading. Pirtle with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Here's Mills. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Melton. And it's sent back by White. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Walker's checked in for Derek White. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Pirtle. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gay with it. He's against Anderson. Count that one.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Right side Jones. Lets it go from deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Passes it to Jones. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Eight seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jones, that's for 2. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs. They're up. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, they've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the 1. Memphis trailing here. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Launches it to the left side wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Sinks the three-pointer. Jones has got 5 now.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Mills finds Pirtle. Back to Mills. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Melton. He doesn't hit that one. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Clark with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Anderson's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Gay dishes to Mills. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the right side. Anderson passes to Melton. Anderson right side. The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Walker. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. Left side, Jones. Pass to Melton. He dishes it to Anderson. Clark with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis. Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Bellinelli passes to Walker. Pirtle. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Pirtle's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Mills looking it over. And there's the feed to Pirtle. And it's Memphis on the break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Mills with it. Working on Jones. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills. Gay's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Clark finds Jones. Count it. 1:05 left in the second quarter. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Jones with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Clark for 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Anderson gets it to go.
Because of Anderson's height and instincts, he's a force on the offensive glass.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Jackson against Aldridge. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for White.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Morant outside. Inside. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Morant. Tries it from the top of the key. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now, here's Morant for 3. For 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. DeRozan scanning the floor. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
What an active player Brooks is. I mean, he does an awesome job there fighting to keep this possession alive.
Winslow with it. Now guarded by DeRozan and stolen by Murray. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Murray.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
Takes a three. Morant finds Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Morant against DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Winslow's shot is off. It's a close game here in Memphis. The shot's good from Forbes.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Pass to Jackson. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Count the basket. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Brooks kicks to Winslow, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Lyles, and it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Murray the pass to White. To the middle.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, an improved jump shot is key for him.
Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Morant against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. I mean, a whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Up again, and it's put back in by White. White's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Murray outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. The Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in for Murray.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan. And no doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
San Antonio making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Anderson outside. Clark outside. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brooks has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, inside, Brooks goes all out, willing to fight hard to get to his shot.
From deep, Gay. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Clark, and it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Outside DeRozan. There's the pass to Pirtle. Over Valanciunas. Pirtle's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
Outside White. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, do your best, and you live with the results.
Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
But he stays with it. Morant passes to Anderson. Shoots over DeRozan. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
DeRozan again. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Passes it to Morant. Anderson outside. Shoots over DeRozan. Out to Morant. The 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Forbes the pass to Pirtle. Yes, that goes in. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
In these types of situations, this team turns to Pirtle. He is more than ready for any challenge that comes his way.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Here's Lyles. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. Easy to see why they go to Morant here. I mean, come on. He's good at coming up with the big bucket.
White the pass to Pirtle. Over Valanciunas. Pirtle's shot is off. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Anderson. San Antonio also making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Perk. And Murray subbed in for Derek White. From 8. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Here's Morant. Oh!
Nice. Absolutely nails it. I mean, we talk about Morant having that it factor. Oh, come on. Makes the biggest play of the night.
Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. White, he's checked in for the Spurs. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
A little bit shaky at the line there. I mean, he did the important part and got him in front.
Wiles against Morant. He feeds it to Jackson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. On the wing to Rosen. Guarded by Morant.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And so Jackson nails both of them. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.